I had the first idea for the piece probably about 5 years ago when I came across a New Zealand Geographic article. Just the physical size of glaciers and the grandeur of this cascade of ice so far above us, and the impact they've had on the shaping of the earth and the deep sense of time embedded in glaciers, or the luminosity of that blue ice was something I kept coming back to. Glaciers are consisted of thousands and thousands of snowflakes which compress. And if a snowflake is a hexagon, it would be, in musical terms perhaps, you could relate it to the number 6. I sort of stretched it and used that mathematically across the piece to make phrase lengths, harmonies, rhythms, the proportions of the form itself. And there is really exciting potential in the smallest components of the piece being able to be reflected in the largest components of the piece as well, which musically was thrilling, but that's also exactly what a glacier is. And that clear synchronicity between the two was really exciting. While I was writing this piece, I visited Ka Roimata o Hinehukatere, aka Franz Joseph, and Rob Roy glaciers. And I had a really strong kind of mental and creative engagement with glaciers, and I'd done so much research into the morphology and the science, but seeing them and seeing the colors and the brightness of them and these colossal shapes of ice, I think really inspired and reinforced the physicality of the music. The piece is sort of in 3 parts, and I view them almost as being, the start being the here and now, the contemporary world. But glaciers, you get fresh ice on top, and then you sink through the layers into ice that's 10 years old, 100, a few thousand, even more, and scientists can extract that and analyze data from millions of years ago. So for me, the middle of the piece, you're sinking into a really deep primordial sense of time. And it's a moment where, in a piece with a lot of motion and energy, time really stops. The conductor shows a few numbers, but for about 40 seconds, almost a minute of the piece, the players are given a lot of agency to do things themselves, which for a youth orchestra I thought was very special. It's going to be a really still but electrifying moment where you hear this luminous pulsing of the ice, and I thought of it as the compression of the ice turning into that vivid blue. Adam is such a wonderful musician, and I've really appreciated he has such a calm demeanor with a complex piece like this that also pushes the players. And I think it takes the pressure off me, which is wonderful. But I find my conducting work really helps me almost listen to my piece as if it's a piece by someone else. So I can be a bit more objective and sort of listen through the layers of the orchestra. I always feel the 2 parts of what I do technically really support each other. And it's just lovely to be in the hall and actually hear it come alive and not having to think about my own time management and all the other things that a conductor has to think about. And the joy of collaboration, I think, is a really important thing as well.